All right, I'm hanging out with Ricky, the rock and roll Reverend Cautela, at the Alrosa Villas patio where you guys all smoke and choke. You guys know where we're at right here. There's the entrance to the high energy rock. It's been there for years. Rick Cautela's been here for even fucking longer. Rick, we've known each other for a long time. I'm doing a DVD and I want to put all the people that are of significant power and knowledge on this scene right now on my little DVD. So thanks for joining me here today. Little history about the Alrosa. How long you been open? How in the hell did you guys come up with the Alrosa Villa for a name, bud?
Well, they came up with a name for my mother and father. My mother's name was Rose and my father's name was Al. We came up with the name Alrosa.
Yep.
Originally when we opened it, I wanted to name it after me, but my family thought it'd be better naming it after my parents.
Dickie Cautelas.
So,
how long you guys been in? You guys been a non-corporate ownership for how long? I mean, this is family owned and operated from the very jump, right?
Family operated. We are incorporated, but family operated for 33 years.
33 years this year.
Started off with, if you could scan the middle here to the fence.
Yeah.
That was the size of the club. It held 141 people at that time.
Before the addition part, right? So 141 was all they gave you for that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a small area right there to turn into a nice big concert area. What made you do that? Was it the movement of the 80s, Rick, that caused you to say, hey, we got something special here? I mean, and when I say the movement of the 80s, I'm talking about the hair metal bands and, you know, a lot of great bands that, you know, will probably not be recognized for how talented and how much good time and all the women and all the excess and stuff. Is that what caused you to build on to and do the addition and move things to a more concert venue feel, or what?
Well, in case my wife sees this, I'm not going to say it was the women.
Yeah.
There are some beautiful women that's been coming in here over the years.
Yeah.
We got hassled by the fire department a lot. The place was just storming with business, and fire marshal kept marking off the floor with tape where people could stand and how many people could let in and let out. So I got sick of that and just decided to add on. At the time that I was holding 141 people, there were clubs that were doing 600 and 700 people. Probably 4 clubs I shut down, actually, because they were rather come here than go to them big clubs.
Nice. So you guys were doing standing room only in this 141 capacity. Is the pool table area where the stage used to be, Rick?
The pool table area was not here before.
Okay.
So it's,
but was the stage area in that area though?
Yeah, the stage area was kind of close to where the pool room area is.
Yeah.
So you take a good sized stage away from the size of the club, which was only like 4,000 square foot at the time, and you don't have much room left.
Yeah. Rick, you've overcome some tragedy here in the last few years of the passing of your father. That was also very close to the tragedy of December 8th. If nothing else, I think it just demonstrates you're a man of resilience. I mean, what is Rick Cautela? Who is Rick Cautela? I mean, are you out of ideas? You got new plans? What's going on with the future for you, man? I mean, you're a tough old wiry cat, man. What's going on with you?
Well, I've always taken an approach that I want to do it my way. I never went into other nightclubs trying to search for the ideas that they had. The only time I went into a nightclub was for one thing: to steal their band. That was the only thing I went there for.
Yeah, to find some talent.
Yes.
So, I mean, the future seems to be turning around the whole Columbus scene right now. It seems like things are kind of on up a little bit because there was a heavy down lull there for a while. What do you see the future doing? What do you see in Columbus? Do you hear Boba Flex playing in the background right now? They're headlining your benefit show tonight for Nathan Bray and the other victims of 12804. Do you see more Boba Flexes emerging from the Columbus area, or what?
I think so. I think that the Columbus area has been very good to me since we've had that tragedy happen. I don't think many clubs could have survived staying open after such a horrific thing that happened here. Actually, today is the day that I found out that the cases against the Alrosa have been closed and we're free to go. And we did nothing wrong that
Well,
night.
congratulations,
Thank
Ricky.
you.
I'm glad
to hear that.
I'm glad to hear that, and I can't wait for people to see that on this DVD coming out in June.
All cases are dismissed.
So
It's nothing to celebrate though, because we
Right.
lost some really good.
But
people.
it is a reason to congratulate, because I knew that the Alrosa would always be vindicated. We talked over the phone many times. I told you that my opinion was to hang in there. You will be vindicated. The facts, they're always going to be exposed in the long run, and the facts are in a book. And the facts say that Rick Cautela and his family couldn't have done anything more than what they did. All that could have happened is more people could have been hurt if anything would have happened any sooner than what it did.
Actually, the thing that people don't know out there is the local talent in every city, major city that does heavy metal. If it wasn't for the local talent and having a relationship with the local talent, you couldn't make it. You couldn't survive. And
No way.
They very seldom get any credit for that.
Yeah.
When you go into a club and it's packed, it's because a lot of opening bands has helped that national band to have a successful night by selling tickets or telling all their friends to come. And
You sound like my mentor, because I say that quite a bit to people. I let people know that Dopes is fine, and so is Boba Flex and other bands. That they're going to do good draws, and they're going to put that show over the top. But it's those solid locals who lay that nice stabilizing, solid crowd early all the way up until closing time. And I'm in a local band.
Probably
I'm grateful for that.
The local band that I would say that stuck with the Alrosa more than anyone is your band.
Thank you. We are the house band here.
You are the house band. Not only that, when you get on that stage, the rest of the band is great too. Don't let me make you think you're better than they are.
No.
But let me tell you something. You mesmerize that crowd. When they look into your eyes and you're standing up front with your shirt off on that stage, then people are just taken by you.
That's very flattering of you to say that, Ricky. I take the shirt off because I'm getting sweaty and hot, not because I'm trying to show off my pistols. But
there's always something.
If the girls like it, hey, it's great with me.
There's always something different that's going to happen when you're on that stage.
Yeah.
And,
I didn't get my midget out here for the DVD recording. I was a little disappointed.
You got something better out there though. What's going on that you probably weren't even aware of, because only the audience could see it.
Yeah.
It was a great show the last time you played.
Yeah, live recordings coming up on this DVD, coming up on a CD entitled United We Stand, 2 nights at the Villa. Tom Klein and his crew headlined on March 24th of this year, and we headlined just last week on April 7th. 2 good shows for the Alrosa Villa to build on with all these live gigs that's coming on. You hear that train going by because that's what the Alrosa is. It's this one big area right here, man, of just sounds and different things that just make it what it is. And I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad that we've overcome some of our personal issues from the past, and it seems to be good. But who knows what the future holds for my band or you, but I think it's both good. Rick, thanks for your time today, man.
Thank you, Rick. And,
I'll get you on the DVD, and everyone can know all these questions that they had about the Alrosa Villa and about Rick Cautela. How did real quick, because this is a big question, how did the name Rock and Roll Reverend come up? Because I think I know, but I'm not really quite sure.
A DJ from the past, in 1970s, Joe Robinson from QFM 96, went on to bigger and better places now. I told her about my sobriety and my getting clean off like that.
How long, Rick?
23 years.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Rock on.
It's been great.
Yeah. So, and she
called me the Rock and Roll Reverend when I told her what I was doing. I told her to let everybody know that I'd gotten sober and that they could do it too.
Oh yeah.
She was really.
So it was a little tongue-in-cheek thing about you being preachy about sobriety a little bit, but not so much in a negative way.
Right.
Cool. Very nice. So I'm sure all the '80s bands loved calling you that while they were doing a lot of accessing back in the day.
Right.
All right, Rick. It's been good. Alrosa has always been good to me, and every band that I've ever been in. I hope you guys are open for another 33 years too. It'd be awesome.
And I wish you luck. And X Factor 1, don't forget that.
We're going on tour this summer. I got the word. We're seeing what's going on, and hopefully I'll be bumping this CD, this DVD all over the United States about the Alrosa Villa, because that's kind of what everything's focusing around. The scene, you, the Alrosa Villa, my band, and all the other bands. That's what this DVD is about. So I'm glad you're a part of it.
Thanks, Rick.
All right, buddy.
Could I have my $20 now?